eBay selling?
I'm trying to.
You know, I mean,
I actually have an employee that lives here.
yeah.
We just haven't started yet.
Is his name Matt?
No. His name is actually Steven.
Steve, you moving to Oklahoma?
Well, no, but he must be intelligent.
Yeah.
Must be the smartest
just because he has the name Steven?
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Steve, what have we talked about? Really? What have we talked about?
Listen, I didn't know my wife was going to leave. That's my GPS tracker for her going off.
You know, that's how. You ever chipped?
Yeah, she's chipped.
So whenever
that's all right. I'm chipped too.
I almost ripped off my fucking headphones.
No, it's an app on the phone. It's called Life 360. So that I don't get worried about her and she can keep tabs on me. The problem with Life 360 or any GPS tracking software is one day I stopped at a motel or a hotel.
Yeah.
And I was there for quite some time. And she's like, finally messages me, why are you at a hotel? Well, of course, they were giving away free shit there, so that's why I was there.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been my story.
Not that kind of free stuff. No, these tables back here. That's
no, honey. I was there for something completely different. It has nothing to do with that Craigslist ad that was open on my computer. Steve, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
You ready to do this tonight, Steve?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it then.
Steve Alcorn's a fine investigator.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the Fortean Slip with your host, Chris York.
I don't need porn, Chris. I have a good woman.
Listen, I have a good woman. I still watch porn.
Co-host, Steve Alcorn.
You are the top shit in Bigfootery if you get the invitation.
Oh, are you?
I've gotten the invitation 2 years in a row now, Chris.
Wow. Not me.
And sometimes special guest, Matt Knapp.
It's part of growing older, you know? Maturing. Makes me more dignified and stuff. Okay, George Washington. I opted for the...
Isn't that what meth addicts say? That make me more dignified.
Taking on all things strange since 2013.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what the hell.
Are you saying that he's pregnant?
Possibly.
Was he implanted by one of these teenage aliens?
Did that happen to Arnold?
This device, which comes as part of Nintendo's Quality of Life initiative, is
going to have kids running around banging their heads off bricks.
Yeah.
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
Good evening. Welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 98, Steve? Is it 98?
sure.
Steve, come on. I thought you were supposed to be on top of this stuff.
I'm not on top of anything. Well, most anything.
Oh. Telepathy and the Neuralink will be our subject this evening, Steve. You know what that's about?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take control.
I'm doing it telepathically.
Oh,
I'm sending all the information to you and Matt and Katie.
I'm not getting anything. I think you might want to check your bandwidth.
It's
I think it's
fucked
pretty
up.
fucking nil. But yeah, how was your week, Steve?
Awesome, like
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, having a good week, good times.
And I never have a bad week.
Nothing new in the world.
Nope,
Nothing happening.
nothing.
Nothing bringing joy to your life.
Oh, everything brings joy to my life, Chris.
Um,
Almost everything.
Somehow I doubt what you're saying with that. But I mean, hey, whatever you want to say to yourself. That works. I'm down. Matt,
Yeah.
anything exciting this week?
No.
No. No.
My week was more like if a commercial airliner crashed into a cruise ship
Mm-hmm.
in shark-infested waters.
Ah. Well.
Were you on the airliner or the cruise ship?
Yes.
I mean, it makes a difference.
By the end of it, both.
Yes. It's like that whole thing, like if your boat catches on fire in the middle of the ocean, do you jump off or do you burn to death?
Well, no, there's water there. It should extinguish it quickly.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, Steve,
Yeah.
there's this thing called oil.
Steve doesn't understand these things
It's okay.
very well. He's not.
I'm not what you'd call a smart man.
No. Well, he got the short straw when it came to intelligence. That man over there. Actually, I'd take that back. Steve is a lot more intelligent than he lets on.
I'm sly that way.
You are sly. I've always said you are one of those people that people always think you're the good guy, but you're the shit stirrer. Listen, fucking Jim Sasquatch, fucking whatever, the Sasquatch killed my kin or whatever the fuck your name
That was
was.
only a small part of that.
you and your bullshit.
Oh, that was fun, though. Come on.
That was fucking ignorant. Who was he? Who were you doing that with?
Rob Fairless.
Yeah. Did he give up on it finally?
Oh, gosh, yeah, years ago.
Yeah. Anything good going on in the Bigfoot world there, Matt?
No.
I saw. Have you
His
seen,
answer is the same for everything.
Wait a minute. No, then you obviously, Matt, have not seen Operation Deep Skunk.
I think we're talking about two different things.
Operation Deep.
I have been involved in something that sounds like
Operation Deep Skunk.
Operation Deep Skunk.
Yeah,
Yes.
In my younger years, but no, I guess
You didn't
that
catch
one.
Operation Deep Skunk with Tim Fasano?
Oh,
Fasano,
no.
of course.
No.
Oh. See, every week I get to do this lovely little podcast with one Richard Allen called Squatchable, which I let the F-bomb out in the middle of.
Again?
As soon as I said it, I was like, shit.
You let the F-bomb out and then responded by
No, I
swearing.
didn't say shit. I was just like but one of the stories was the new Tim Fasano video. He's doing all these expeditions with this new group down in Florida, and he was in Tim Fasano rare form as per usual.
Did he? I thought he retired.
That retirement, it seems to be very short-lived lately.
Every single time it's short-lived.
It just seems to just come and go. You know what it is? You know what it's like? It's like a farewell tour. You know how many?
It's like Ozzy Osbourne's reunion tour.
Yeah,
We're reuniting again.
it's a farewell tour. 50 years later.
Yeah.
They freaking barely stand. Jesus Christ, how long are the Stones going to be still able to do it?
Yeah, they're immortal.
Holy shit. I mean, the way fucking Jagger runs around on stage, you'd swear he is. I can't believe the guy hasn't busted a hip.
I read
Thrown
something
something out.
like, well, he had that whole like heart incident and then like immediately went back to it.
Those guys are animals.
I read or
Animal.
heard somewhere like during a performance, he does like 13 miles.
Did he get caught? Fucking David Bowie. Oh wait, that was that rumor.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. We don't care about that sort of thing.
Wait a minute, that and the Rod Stewart one, they pumped all kinds of semen out of his stomach. Fucking bullshit rumor.
Richard Gere and the hamster.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Steve's favorite one is Richard Gere and the hamster.
I thought that was real.
No, of course it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that's because of the clubs that you frequent.
I don't frequent any clubs. I barely get out of this office.
Steve frequents a club called the Hamster Wheel.
Welcome to the gerbil cage.
The greasy gerbil. Come on, Steve.
Next, you're going to tell me
Don't
this
pick
is
your nose on air like that.
I didn't. I just kind of rubbed it to make sure there wasn't anything there. It kind of felt funny.
On the main stage, we've got buttons.
Did you
This is picking your nose.
Did you breathe a vape out your nose?
No, but I commonly do.
Yeah, and what I would find is that it collects in your facial hair, and then condenses, and then it's wet.
No, see, I don't have that same experience.
You don't have that problem?
No.
No. All right.
I'm probably, vaping a more high quality juice than you are. I'm guessing.
You are amazing, Steve. You are the Sweetwater legend.
So I've been told.
Yeah. So I have spoken to Mr. Dunn. Imagery has been passed, as they say. I threw the ideas at him. He came back to me with, I like the Star Wars idea.
Of course he does.
So there's a couple other things I want to throw at him, some people that I want to make sure wind up in there. I think Richard deserves a nod. Phil.
Fasano.
Fasano would be interesting to have in there. But I told him to put it
I don't think you want to put Fasano.
Although honestly though, Matt, Fasano kind of did start this whole thing with Steve and I. In a way, not intentionally, and not he himself never participated initially. But the whole Ratman and Sea Dog was based on a skit in which Tim Fasano was a hulking creature in the woods.
So it was based on a true story.
Yes. But he didn't have any part of it.
Every time he puts out a video, he looks like he just wrestled a bear.
Yeah. He's always out of breath. He's always like, in this video, he was quoting Teddy Roosevelt. I was just like, go, Tim. And it was his birthday this past week. So happy birthday, Tim. You never respond to my messages on Facebook, or, you won't come on and do the...
He's the fucking skate.
Fasano versus Poland.
Why would he have time for somebody like us?
Operation Deep Skunk, Steve. There's important shit going on.
It's got operation in the title. It's got to be important.
It's a false flag operation, Steve. I don't know. It could be. Could it be? Could Operation Deep Skunk be a false flag operation?
Yeah, here's the deal. Mini rant coming.
Go for it.
Fasano really lost me whenever he supported that whole one skunk ape incident. with the video of it like being in the water and everything. Where it had an actual skunk stripe on its head and looked like a gorilla.
Sure.
Considering
Oh,
we
yes,
found
I
the
remember
artist that created it and the people that were responsible for the hoax and everything else, and he still backs that to this day.
Sure.
Like we literally found the artwork that was created previous to the video ever being claimed to even been recorded of the exact same creature by an artist who liked to do like sculptures and taxidermy sculpture art and like had already hoaxed it in the past.
So you're saying prior to that time, you supported Tim Fasano?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
And Steve,
hey, it's Barry. What's
Steve,
up, Barry?
Steve, you missed the Bigfoot Festival in North Carolina this weekend. I'm very upset with you, Steve.
See, this is my friend.
You're not keeping up on the Bigfoot to-do things, and I don't want you to get FOMO, Steve.
Fear of missing out.
I don't want you to get fear of missing out, Steve.
How do you even know that term?
How do you know that term?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay,
I was hoping you wouldn't. But yeah,
term.
I mean, I don't want you to get FOMO because of the Bigfoot activities in your area.
There is no Bigfoot activities in my area. I don't live in
North Carolina is not far from you, Steve. This is a hop,
only
skip, and a jump.
Several hundred hours. Not really.
Several hundred hours.
I don't know. It takes quite a while to get
Matt,
there.
could you Google that for me? How long it is from Conneaut, Ohio, to North Carolina? Just the border, please.
It would be.
No, Steve, please shut the fuck up. We're in the middle of doing some research at the time being because you are no longer a fine researcher.
7 hours and 51 minutes.
7 hours and 51 minutes to the border. Now, Steve.
No, that's to the center of North Carolina.
Oh, that's to the center of North Carolina. So, Steve, 7 hours to get to North Carolina to be able to attend a Bigfoot activity. Now, Steve, I'm going to ask you another question. Since we're going into your Bigfoot cred this evening.
I don't have any.
Matt, aren't there Bigfoot conferences in Ohio?
I got to attend one of those.
Let me think.
I mean, I'm trying.
It seems like there's one.
It seems like there might be one that could be pretty big.
This is coming from the dude who lives really close in the same city or close to the same city as the Cryptozoology Museum, who's never been there.
It's a closet, Steve, the Cryptozoology Museum. But trying to think of that.
I think it has,
you're not helping, Barry.
The words Ohio and Bigfoot and conference in the title.
Yeah. Have you ever been to that one, Steve?
No, and I ain't never going to go either.
Or one of the other 50 that are held in the state.
Yes.
Yeah, the state of Ohio.
I did go to one several years ago.
The state that has the highest concentration of Bigfooters.
Matt, I've got it hands down right here. Okay. Steve, did you ever go to Loveland and go to where the frog jumped like we asked?
I was near Loveland.
Adjacent to.
No. Continue, Steve.
A few miles from Loveland.
Mm-hmm.
I did stop at a nice chicken joint down there and had a no, it was some regional place.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you support the
Oh,
gay.
it's really good. I support what?
The gay.
The gay.
Yeah, like the gays and the lesbians.
Yeah, of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
Well, that means you hate Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I don't hate Chick-fil-A. I don't like Chick-fil-A, but I don't hate it.
You're on the other side, so you have to. That's the rules nowadays. I'm sorry.
So because
pretty soon, Matt and I will have to have disdain for each other in every episode.
Well, just for the record, as a Chick-fil-A lover, I also support the gays, as you say. And Chick-fil-A has never refused my business.
Really?
No.
Did you go in with a rainbow flag or anything?
But
have you tried that yet?
Matt, I want to ask you a question though. if you wanted to go and get a chicken sandwich on Sunday, would you be able to do that at Chick-fil-A?
No, they're closed on Sundays.
That's fucking right.
Popeyes.
But if I wanted to like do a lot of things on Sunday, I also couldn't accomplish those things because many businesses are closed on Sundays.
No, not true.
Okay.
Not where I live. You live in the deep south.
Yeah, the deep south. The deep south.
Actually, Matt, this is funny, okay? It's funny that you bring this up. I remember when we voted in the state of Maine. I was just a kid because I didn't vote. The parents, everybody did, but to take the law off the books that would not allow businesses to be open on Sundays because like the grocery stores and so on and so forth wanted to be open on Sundays because it was only if you had like a little convenience store or a gas station, you were allowed to be open on Sunday. But like if you had if grocery stores weren't allowed to be open, so on and so forth. But they passed the law. And I remember when that went through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here, we have a lot of privately owned businesses, and typically they close on Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah, well, you'll find
Mondays.
Yeah,
you'll find a lot that there's some businesses that when they're like you were saying, privately owned by people and they don't have a lot of employees, they'll be closed on like Sunday, Mondays, or they'll work through the weekends and take like Mondays, Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can maximize their business.
And whenever I was younger, visiting relatives in Kansas, it was kind of weird. We went to this, I don't know what it was because I was really young, but some huge, giant, like Walmart type store that just like sold everything. I think it was in like Topeka. And it was a Sunday, and they had butcher paper taped over all of like their beer coolers and everything because they weren't allowed to sell alcohol on Sundays of any kind.
I remember we have the laws where they lock up the coolers at night.
Yeah.
So after a certain time at night, they lock up the coolers. You can't buy beer, and then at a certain time in the morning, they unlock them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that shit that goes on. But it was funny when you mentioned that about the stuff being closed on Sunday because I just thought it popped right back into my head when they were doing the vote. And everybody was like, oh, that's, it's the Lord's Day. We can't have that day. We can't have people working on that day. And now, like, everybody works on Sunday.
Except Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, not Chick-fil-A.
Not the guys.
So, Steve, if you want to, go work for Chick-fil-A.
And none of the local comic book stores.
None of the local comic book stores are open on Sundays?
None of them.
Not a
like I said, like here, like, I mean, I'm trying to think of a single like privately owned business that's open on Sundays that I'm aware of. I'm sure there are, just, ones that I don't know about or whatever.
Do you remember talking to me about that comic books place that was kind of like a club that you were?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that weed's legal in the state of Maine and the retail stores are going to open next year, I was talking with Phil about this. I was like, I wonder how much leeway you could get with that, and the problem being because when you smoke marijuana, it's I hesitate to say narcotic, but it is a drug. So like having the smoke around, but having like a bar, like a smoking bar, because they do over in Amsterdam, they've got the coffee shops,
right,
which you can smoke in, but having something similar to that,
like a hookah lounge, but for weed,
like a hookah lounge for weed, but having it all like themed, like fantasy, sci-fi, comic book stuff, horror. Like I got thinking about that.
It would be cool. I mean, it would, obviously have to happen in a place where it was legalized recreationally.
Right. And it is here. And See, the funny thing is like Maine was one of the first 5 states to legalize weed recreationally, but will be the dead last one to sell it.
Yeah.
And it won't start until March of next year. So it's weird what happened. The whole way it happens, like we voted it in, and then they put this whole fucking kibosh on it, so you couldn't do anything with it. Like you could give it away. And then like people started saying, well, I'll give it to you, but I'm going to charge you for bringing it to you.
A handling fee.
Yeah.
Whenever they legalized it here for medicinal purposes, the state at the time,
Everyone
governor
recoiled in horror in Oklahoma.
well, they tried to, slap a bunch of regulation on it.
Yeah.
And it got completely shot down in court. They're like, nope, you can't do that. It's whatever the voters voted on. It has to stay that way. That's what they voted for. And took the state's control of it right out.
Yep. Good. See and I think they finally hired the company that rolled everything out in Colorado to do it here for next year.
Yeah.
To help with all the regulations and everything the way they did out in Colorado. And I hope it works out well, because I mean, listen, it's so much easier to be able to go to a store than to go to some shady ass fucking dealer.
Yeah.
And anyone who's bought weed knows that it is a fucking pain in the balls. You go to some guy. If anybody's seen Pineapple Express, when he goes to his dealer, that is the shit that happens. No, man, you can't leave. People will think I fucking deal drugs, man. You gotta hang out and play some video games for a little while. Hey, why don't you light up a fucking joint of that stuff you just bought off me? Meanwhile, he's sitting on fucking all kinds of it. But that's the way it used to be. Whereas, if you go into a retail establishment, you go in, you purchase your weed, you go home, and everything is wonderful. Tra-la, tra-la, tra-la. When you go buy beer at the store, the guy's like, hey, behind the counter.
You gotta stay here and have a few shots.
Why don't we fucking kick back and have a couple of those fucking brewskis there, buddy? But yeah, so I personally can't wait for it to be completely across the board able to be sold, because technically right now in the state of Maine, it cannot be sold. It can only be given.
Well, that should be great.
Ain't nobody giving it.
Ain't nobody giving. Ain't nobody giving, Steve.
Ain't nobody giving that shit away.
Ain't nobody giving that, Steve. Steve, tell it like it is. Get up on the mountain. Sweetwater legend Steve Alcorn. Sing it.
I'm not gonna do that.
You never play ball.
I guess that could that work in your favor?
What?
Like if you call somebody up and you're like, hey, I want to get a couple grams.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go over to their house and you get it. And it's now in your possession, and then they try to
what are we
ask
talking
you
here?
for money.
Wait. What are we talking here? Are we talking weed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I wanted to
So you go to their house, you pick it up, and they're like, all right, man, that $50. And you're like, what do you mean?
It's illegal to sell.
Can you call the cops and be like, look, this asshole told me that I could have 2 grams, and now he's trying to charge money for it.
Well, I mean, you could try that. I don't know how well it would work out for you. All in all, I don't know what I'm sure that technically you would be able to get away with it, but as with anything, I think it would be one of those things where now the guy is going to be like, yeah, it's sort of like if you take a bad check to a store.
I got my loaf of bread.
You got your loaf of bread
the
now.
last time.
Right. But he knows my face.
That's why you send someone else to get it.
But yeah, it's really weird. So I'll be so happy when it just goes retail across the board because it's stupid the way it is right now. It's so ignorant. And then you got like California, they had it rolled out the day after they voted. Pretty much. They were just boom.
It's California.
This shit's happening. Smoke weed everywhere, motherfucker. I remember when I was out there, they were the people that I was with were pretty much like, yeah, just don't like light up right on the street. You know, try to like
stand in your yard.
Stand behind a tree.
No, like, you know, try to get like, you know, if you're at like a bar or something, try to get like out of the way, you know, down behind the bar or whatever. But there was one place we had gone and we just smoked right out on the street. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody cares out there. It's a really different vibe though out there than
wow, you found something good about California. I like it.
Dude, there were things that were good about California, Steve. Do you want me to really talk about the things that were good while I was in California?
That still makes
no
noise,
thanks.
even though I turned it off.
See, Matt's gonna tap out. I'll see how far I can.
I don't want to know what
tell you about the things I did.
No.
Behind closed doors, Steve.
Let's not know.
In California.
Let's keep that off the record.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that whole Tim Fasano fucking video. If you haven't checked it out, Matt, I recommend it, buddy. The Operation Deep Skunk. To get back to that. Telepathy, motherfucker. Did I like short circuit your brain, Steve? Or are you trying to communicate with me?
I'm trying. Is it working?
No. I'm telling you, your brain short circuited a long time ago, buddy.
I didn't pay the bill.
A long time ago. Huh?
I didn't pay the bill.
That
shut it off.
With the advancements by one Elon Musk. I had our wonderful producer,
Chubbs.
Yes, Chubbs.
I'm kind of glad Chubbs is gone.
We know, Steve. Jeez, we know how you feel.
Oh God, that poor guy. When we were trying to leave the it used to be called the Hangout. It's not anymore. This Trading Yard, whatever. Trying to leave it after you had left, Matt. Oh my God, Chubbs was so awkward talking to Steve on the way out. I was just laughing my ass off. I felt so bad.
I was just fucking with it, dude. I mean, I was having fun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, our our regular producer, the wonderful KT,
who I would never make feel uncomfortable.
The hell you wouldn't. Steve, I mean, come on. Is that what you're really going to say?
No, I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't even know what I'm going to say before I say it.
I had her look into this whole Neuralink thing with Elon Musk, the man who likes to make flamethrowers, electric cars, artificial intelligence, and then tell us that it's going to take over the world and kill us. I like guys like that. Guys that are making the artificial intelligence and then telling us, oh, yeah, by the way.
He's being honest anyway.
This shit's going to kill us.
I'm programming it to kill you.
Before I go into it, Katie, what did you think of the whole thing? And how'd you like your week off?
Oh, it was nice to sit and listen like the good old days. It was fun.
Good old days. That was like a month ago.
No, it was fine to let Chubbs have his turn.
Poor Chubbs. God rest his soul.
Yeah,
actually, I thought it was a really cool topic. I wasn't super into it when you first mentioned it. Not really.
And there's not a lot like what you sent to me, because I'm going to read through what you the little summary that you gave me on it. Because I think the better part of this topic is the idea, the talking about extrapolating where we go from here,
right?
And what this means.
That's the interesting part.
What this is going to mean for humanity. But yeah, I had Katie look into the that her down there, Steve.
No, I'm pointing over to the chat because I think that's a highlightable comment there.
What's that?
That's right.
Oh yeah, and you really think you really think so?
I think so. I think it should be read aloud.
Yeah. Do you? Do you?
What do you go ahead.
Matt? No. We're gonna stay on this one for a second, Matt.
Oh, you're gonna make me actually look at the stuff.
It's up there for you to see. It's the very last comment, the one that you
Chubbs was cool. Sure, highlight it. Chubbs was cool. There you go, Steve.
Okay, yeah. No, I like that one. Yeah, no. Chubbs was cool. Chubbs is cool.
Steve. Oh, I agree. Chubbs is cool.
I think that should be.
I think Jet Sex is a very intelligent person.
You think so?
I think so.
You think so? All right. If you say so. You sure you don't have anything else to say, Steve?
I'm just agreeing with chat people.
Oh.
That I'm not supposed to be reading.
Yeah. You could kind of avoid that, Steve. We'd all appreciate it. I think.
I'll quit.
You'll quit.
Reading.
Alcorn just quit.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, I've been waiting for this. Like, dude, I could post this. Alcorn's job is available.
Oh, come on. Who would you find to replace this?
Who would I find to replace you? In the interim, Phil Poling.
Oh God. Really?
Yeah.
That's your first choice over me?
In the interim, to get by, Phil Poling.
Oh, I guess just to get by. Maybe.
Yeah, Phil Poling. And then find somebody else, and life is good, Steve, you know? Life is wonderful.
But I'm in all the artwork.
You are in all the artwork.
New artwork.
No, that's right.
Not yet.
I didn't tell you, Steve. I asked Fred to allow the artwork to be able to take your head off and put someone else's in.
You're in there. You're just a stormtrooper.
I think it's gonna be a nice. I think it's gonna be a nice piece.
It will be.
Yeah.
You can get back to the topic now.
The topic at hand.
Yeah, if you wish.
Yeah. You gonna let me?
Without me, this show would be dead.
It would be.
That's what I'm reading.
I tend to disagree. I mean, I can remember times when you just wanted to give up on it.
Like prior to the show tonight.
Probably.
Currently.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Like 2 minutes from now.
So I had Katie dig into this whole thing because I think the idea of human beings having telepathy, like, I don't know that the idea that we can actually speak brain to brain without any type of technological help, I don't know if that's possible. But the idea behind this Neuralink that Elon Musk is creating to allow us to interface with computers, this is like fucking cyberpunk shit. You know, it goes into that whole like neuromancer, like jacking into the fucking Matrix type crazy shit. But anyway, the Neuralink is a neurotechnology company created and funded by Elon Musk. They are creating brain-machine interfaces, BMI. Yeah, Steve. That's sort of like your BM, but with an I. Did you get that?
No.
Okay. I was hoping you would. A brain reading technology they plan to do human testing on by the end of 2020.
Bowel movement.
What?
Bowel movement?
Could be.
I don't know.
Body mass index. It's already being used. Elon Musk is an idiot.
Yeah. The goal of these BMI devices is to be implanted on the surface of the human brain to allow paralyzed humans the ability to control computers with their mind.
That's cool.
The device is astonishingly small in size, almost microscopic. It consists of a custom chip attached to threads to be inserted into the surface of the brain to connect with neurons.
See, it's that part right there. You just said You just took everything and turned it into the Matrix.
Yeah. The idea of these electrode threads has been used and studied for similar technology in the past. However, Neuralink's thread is significantly smaller and more flexible, so flexible that they can be stuck in your head by a robot, and then you're put into a little pod.
Very flexible.
Elon refers to it as neural lace. Who used what? Where did they use that? What was it they called it in Pacific Rim?
I don't know, but I know they've used neural net a lot.
Yeah. So
it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Each strand is significantly thinner than a human hair, and contains as many as 3,072 electrodes with up to 96 threads in a single device. So I wonder if it's like that fucking thing that sticks off the head of the blue people in Avatar.
Yeah. Plug it into the horse.
Yeah. And ride the fucking horse. Something like that.
So this chip or whatever it is allows disabled people to communicate with computers. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Why wouldn't they program it to make their legs work again?
Currently, the technology is like that. What it is going to, though, is the where you can go with this technology is where it gets mind blowing. To be able to implant the device with the extreme precision needed, they have also developed a surgical robot. Oh, of course, we need a robot to implant the Matrix-like devices. It's a sewing machine-like design.
That's
my life is a sewing machine. The first artificially intelligent robot. Did you ever see that short film? Oh God, what's it called? Something Blue. About the dude that becomes a cyborg, but all his parts were like once the part of a fucking vacuum cleaner for a pool.
No.
Can't say that I have.
Anywho, that was a stretch. It's a sewing machine-like design with the ability to insert the thread, avoiding the sensitive vasculature of the brain. The threads are inserted one at a time by a microscopic needle. The threads are attached to the chip that is left just under the surface of the skin, connected by a USB port on the scalp. They do hope to eventually make it completely wireless without the need for the USB port. They plan to install up to 4 devices into a single patient, with the placement in specific areas of the brain to target specific motor function. This should allow a paralyzed person to be able to function, interact with, and control computers or a phone simply with the thoughts in their mind. They have a program that can work through an iPhone app to interact with the device.
Of course they do.
Astonishingly, at the end of Elon's presentation, he did say that they have successfully had a monkey control a computer with its mind. And that monkey...
And why isn't he in prison for that?
Steve.
Because he's Elon Musk.
I've got a USB port in the back of my head.
Yeah. I mean,
these aren't headphones.
This stuff gets pretty crazy. So more long term, these researchers hope that this technology could advance to allow people to not just interact with a computer, but also with their own bodies. Right now, the device is just drawing information out of the brain. They hope to send feedback back to the brain to translate into actual motor movement. It could allow a paraplegic to move their legs again or even walk. For the paralyzed to regain the ability to speak. There are so many possibilities of its application.
Now, that would be freaking cool.
Elon touches on the importance of this technology in relation to artificial intelligence, AI. This device is itself a form of AI. However, I personally think some of the speculation... Is this your own thing here?
Yeah, that last little bit was my own personal
Okay, I just wanted to give you credit for it. However, I personally think some of that speculation is putting the cart before the horse. I think focusing on the medical application, which they are doing, is the smartest investment at this point in time. Yeah, because eventually, what I think this technology eventually brings is telepathy. That's where I wanted it. That's where I wanted to swing this whole thing. Right now, they're using it for this shit. I think these Neuralinks eventually are going to break down the walls of our secrets. There will be no more lies. Everybody's lives will be open door, just open eventually. And I think it's coming.
I don't like that.
Well, not many people do because nobody likes being stripped bare, Steve.
But think of the implications in crime.
Yeah. Imagine
insert one of these into a suspect and find out if they committed the crime or not. Search for missing bodies, things like that.
Well, and not only that, but maybe having a better understanding, because the worst, I think one of the hardest things for people is our understanding of one another. Because we always think like that our dirty little secrets in our brain are just like they're unique and they're just their own. It's mine. It's my precious little thing. But if you realize like there's all kinds of other people with fucking weird shit too. It's not so fucking crazy anymore.
Right. But it doesn't fucking matter because it's the individual's choice whether they share that information or not. This would take that away.
Right. Well, plus, I think that's where it's going.
Plus, what would stop your government or something or somebody from programming that to make you think a certain way?
Nothing.
Yeah, and
I don't like
then you get into zombie.
Like if you think sleeper cells are just fiction,
yeah.
Oh man, they would be like having people. They'd be turning people on to go assassinate things, like all sorts of crap.
And then they just throw them under the bus.
And what do you do if, like I was saying, like the criminal application? So, like, if you tap into somebody's brain and they're innocent, now they can sue the crap out of you for putting them through that.
So then you just reprogram the thing to make them confess.
And who's in control of that programming?
That's right. I don't like it. Screw it. I'm glad I'll be long dead before
I think the technology is cool on a medical application and a volunteer basis, but I would find it difficult to believe that it would have to be in like one of those futuristic societies where it's forced upon the people.
Well, see what I think is going to happen is I think it's going to be ebbs and flows. It's eventually going to get there. They're going to like they did with phones. Dude, if we for years and years and years, everybody complained and whined and moaned about Big Brother. Big Brother this, Big Brother that. But we all willingly accepted those fucking phones. We
didn't have a choice, though. It was forced on us.
We went out and paid for them. No, it's not forced on you.
How is it not?
You don't have to have that fucking thing on you.
Okay, but that's like saying you don't have to have money. You can live off the land. Like, yeah, technically you're right, but you can't function in society without communicating.
But there are people who do it, and there are people who have gone back to flip phones, which don't have all the intrusiveness that the smartphones do. But we've allowed these devices into our lives that will record, that can capture our voice, everything. And we carry it with us everywhere. And it's also a tracking device, by the way. We didn't need to put a chip in ourselves. It's a fucking tracking device. And none of us want to leave the fucking house without it.
I have turned around 5 miles down the road to come back and get my phone.
Yeah. It's crazy. So what you have is you have all these people that for years and years, I was one of them, talking about fucking Big Brother and shit. Fucking Big Brother. And I took that fucking phone and I was like, oh my God, I can play Pandora.
I never cared about Big Brother because my whole thing on Big Brother is if you're not doing anything wrong. It doesn't matter if they're watching you or not.
That's a silly end of the argument, but in my opinion.
All right. Well, I'll see you next week whenever we can talk something where my opinions are respected.
No, your opinion is respected, but what
makes my argument silly and yours not?
No.
Why would Big Brother spend millions of dollars to watch what Chris York is doing?
No, listen to me.
I agree.
Say that nothing can happen to innocent people.
I didn't say that.
I think is silly.
I didn't say that though.
But you're saying
I said to think that the government.
If I have done nothing, then I have nothing to worry about.
You're not going to be paranoid about it.
Mm-mm.
Generally not. But there are people, even though they don't do anything wrong, they have this whole paranoia about Big Brother. And I wasn't trying to belittle what you said. What I was saying was that, like I said, that it seems silly to me to think that nothing can happen to an innocent person. Man, woman, child, whoever.
But how often in reality does that happen? How often is somebody made a patsy, just some random Joe, Big Brother has tapped into their cell phone and their life and realized that they've done nothing wrong, and now they've just yanked them up and blamed a crime on them and ruined their life? How often does that happen?
I'm not saying that it does happen often, but it does happen. And not only that, but there are instances.
Give me one instance where that has happened. Just
Matt,
one.
What I'm saying is there are instances where there are people that are in charge that take advantage of the people that aren't.
Right.
There are cops.
Is it through our cell phones?
I'm not. Listen.
We're talking about our cell phones.
I know I'm saying cell phones, but what we're talking about is the people in charge. Big Brother. And the use of that information. And the misuse of that information. And if you've got people out there who are cops willing to plant evidence, or judges willing to be paid to siphon children into friggin' youth jails, then yes, there are people out there who are willing to use your phone against you.
If they could, sure.
And those kids who were funneled into those youth jails were not bad kids. They were relatively normal kids. One could say, quote unquote, innocent. But what I'm saying is that thing, your phone, which has all that information and can track you and can record you, all that information's there. Now, to say that that information can't be used in a heinous way, that's what I think is wrong. And I think that in some cases, there may have been. I don't know of any right off the top of my head where a phone's been used. I can't cite you one right now.
I mean, yeah, it's been used in a heinous way whenever information is hacked or obtained illegally by criminals, and they use it for stealing your identity, getting credit cards, whatever.
Yeah, there were a bunch of
but you have to remember what we're talking about. You're talking about Big Brother. Big Brother is an iPhone.
No,
it's the technology companies that are the ones that have control.
And more to the point, though, is we became our own Big Brother by taking this technology. All this fucking calling, the whole fucking barbecue Betty bullshit and all that. It's the fucking people have become the Big Brother. And what's more is stupid people have become the fucking Big Brother.
Well, see, where I live here in the Deep South, we weren't given an option by...
When I come visit, can we deep fry in the Deep South?
Absolutely. I won't be partaking any of the deep fried goodness.
Why?
But, man, I don't eat that crap anymore.
What?
Matt, the only thing I want to do is eat a deep fried Snickers bar with you.
Well, if you can get here in 2 weeks when the fair is in town. No, but I'm saying tech companies have all the money. They market extraordinarily well. So they target the biggest audience they can. They make them feel like they have to have these devices.
Oh, absolutely.
So the phone companies and the other communication companies couldn't financially compete and they all went bankrupt, and that's why we're forced to use cell phones now instead of home phones. I still have a home phone, but it's not ran through the old lines or anything. It's through my cable provider.
Right. Which most people who have a home phone now, they are run through their cable
Right.
provider.
But home phones were easier to tap than a cell phone was.
Yeah.
But it still took like a lot to get a tap on a phone legally. And like now you have situations where the federal government has sued tech companies because the tech companies won't let them have access to the information that's on the phones.
Well, that's when it comes to unlocking phones. They can get access, I think, to the lines, like active, but they can't get access to the stuff that's on them. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They can see your call logs and shit like that.
Right. They can get
place you in a certain place if there's a crime.
Because I think, like, when it came to, I think you're referring to the thing that happened. It was the woman on the West Coast, I think it was, or the guy who was a supposed terrorist, and they were trying to unlock his phone, and Apple wouldn't do it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he was also a mass murderer.
Right. Yeah. No.
But I'm saying they still wouldn't.
Ties to like Al Qaeda, some shit.
Right.
I don't fucking remember exactly.
Right. Neither do I. But I'm saying like the tech company wouldn't let the FBI have that information, but yet the tech company has it.
Right.
And the tech companies are global, where our federal government is. Yeah, we're global, but we're not connected and partnered with other governments as far as we know of. But tech companies are. And the scary thing is whenever someone, whoever, Elon Musk or whoever, somebody that's in charge of these big tech companies, they have all the control. They have all the power. They have all the access to all of our information and can trade and sell it as they wish, do whatever, and there's nothing stopping them. So everybody used to be, and still are, worried about the government and about Big Brother. What I'm saying, Big Brother's no longer the worry. It's the tech companies that have taken over the control, and that's who we need to worry about. People launching thousands of satellites into outer space to watch us.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing that the issue now is them mining your data. Like your data, your information is far more valuable than oil.
Right. Why won't they give me the money and I'll just give them my information?
Yeah. No doubt,
Well,
right?
see, here's the thing. Because technically your information isn't the information that they want. You're not an indecisive person. I mean, they want to sell you shit. Don't get me wrong. And they'll still do that. But the information that they want the people that they can sway with that data. That's what they want. That whole have you seen that documentary that came out on Netflix? About the data, hacking the something.
No.
It's fucking good. It's really good. And like the whole idea, that we think that our devices are listening to us and that's why we keep seeing ads for stuff that we were talking about. No.
Well,
it's just that the algorithms are so fucking good.
Right. And it's like somebody will come out who, is a tech writer or something for some publication. They'll be like, your smart TV can record everything you do. Mm-hmm. People can tap into your web cameras and watch you on your laptop. All that's true.
Yep.
But it doesn't mean that it's an ongoing thing that just happens.
Yeah, no. I think that people are going to be watching me? No.
I don't care.
I mean, I know people who, are nobodies. No offense to them or anything, but like really, they're just person A, who will put duct tape over their laptop camera.
Oh, the cameras, yeah.
And I'm like, why would anybody watch you? And like, are you like getting naked and dancing around in front of your open laptop all the time?
Somebody wants to fucking hack into my computer and see me blurk a blurker into a fucking tissue. Have that.
Yeah. What would they glean from the information they get from somebody like me?
Not
I mean,
much.
as far as through my webcam.
Maybe how to sell something on eBay.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's not much here that's gonna.
You're not very how should we say exciting, Steve? Is that what
I'm
you're trying to get
not.
at?
So I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like I said, I don't think that it's a problem, a huge problem.
Not at this time, no. But now you get this AI shit going where they put chips in your brain and they can tell what you're thinking. That's a whole different story right there.
Yeah.
Because now you're connected to some sort of database somewhere, and everybody else that has it. Because right now with technology, the technology we have today, we're all connected to different servers.
But here's the thing. They will convince the youth that this is a cool thing to have. And they will pay celebrities that the youth watches and idolizes to use that technology and to say, man, this is what you need to have. And then that whole generation that grows up will have it. And that's how the change happens.
Yeah, I get a pause for a second here, gentlemen. Matt, you remember how Steve was saying that he agreed with a one jet sex?
Yes,
I agreed with the one statement, not all the statements. The one statement.
That up.
I've read some of the other statements.
I wanted to pop that up for the moment.
I've read some of the other statements.
Jet sex is clearly one of the people we are talking about.
Yeah. There you go, Steve. Here you go, Bob.
Yeah,
words are for deception. How did we communicate without words?
That's right.
Did we implant pictures of things that we didn't know? And how does that work?
I'd like to, as always, thank Robert Smith of The Cure.
Absolutely.
For joining us.
Some people are into that.
What I think Robert may be getting at with that statement is that the people who are putting the duct tape over their cameras feel important in their, that makes them feel important.
I don't think that's what he was talking about, Steve.
No?
Oh.
I think he was saying that some people like to be watched while they sit there and jerk off.
Oh, well, yeah, but not me.
Hey.
No, what
that people want to watch.
Just saying, there's this thing called a cam girl. There's entire websites that make millions of dollars every day.
Yeah,
because
guys want to watch and put money into their fucking little fucking online purse.
The people who are putting duct tape over their things, I don't think they're paranoid as much as that makes them feel important. It makes them feel like they are somebody.
All I can use is real life experience. And one of the people that I know that does this also told me that the Chinese government had tanks parked at my local Walmart.
Yes, that guy.
Oh.
So
they often bring those over here.
Yeah. To take over Tulsa.
With
the Chinese.
Wolverines!
The Chinese have signed a deal with Walmart, the most American company you can possibly think of, to invade our country.
Sam Walton was like Hitler.
And used closed Walmarts as their base of operations. It's genius, really.
Yeah, who would have thunk it? Well, except that guy that...
Can we write this novel?
It's been written. Wolverines!
No, it's a new one, Matt.
Yeah. I asked that. How did the tanks get here to the middle of the United States? Unlocked. Yeah.
Under cover of darkness.
On trains, man.
Yeah. On trains under cover of darkness.
So our train system is also in on the conspiracy.
Haven't you seen the trains with the tanks on them? I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that they're Chinese tanks. There's probably some Chinese parts in them, I'm guessing.
Steve is all the fuck in.
But I saw tanks on a train once.
No, the government made you think that through telepathy.
But did you see snakes on a plane?
No, tanks on a train, no snakes on a plane.
Okay.
I've only been on one plane.
These motherfucking tanks on this motherfucking train. No, Steve, you didn't catch that.
I haven't seen that movie.
That they never made it.
Oh,
Tanks on a train.
the snakes on a plane I was referring to.
Oh, yeah. There's a bag of shit.
I'm sure it was. It sounds like a bag of shit.
It was like Sharknado, but never took off.
Sharknado.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
Like same caliber of filmmaking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can tell sometimes by the title of a film what kind of quality that film is. Just saying. Sharknado.
Speaking of film entertainment, Matt, have you been able to finish or begin watching? I don't even know if you started it. The Dark Crystal.
I watched the first 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes.
It's very good. I have to. It's one of those shows where I have to. Everybody has to suspend a little disbelief. They're fucking puppets,
right? And we haven't seen puppets like that in a long time.
Yeah, and the stuff that they were able to. The thing that would get me was when they would walk.
The bounce.
The bouncy bounce.
I'm bouncing walk. For nobody right now.
Yeah, and even some of the wide shots where they would show them running and you could tell that it was just the puppet.
Yeah.
I was just like, why didn't they just take kids,
put them in a costume,
throw them in a costume for all of your wide shots, and any of the walking shots so that you don't have that bounce. And then for all your close-up stuff, do puppetry, because it was great. Like the emotions that they were able to get with the Gelflings' faces and each individual one, the personalities, I thought it was great. The whole story, the way they brought it all around, it was a cool story. So I mean, I hope you get a chance to finish it out, because it is good.
Oh yeah, I will finish it. We started that Marianne. Have you heard of that? It was it's a French horror series that was released on Netflix Canada on Friday the 13th.
No.
But it's also like, I mean, anybody can watch it on Netflix, and it's dubbed in English. And I kept on seeing like people talking about it, and like apparently whenever like it premiered on Friday the 13th in Canada, they put out like a disclaimer like, don't watch it alone because it's too terrifying and everything. And like, it's got some creepy imagery, but the series so far, I think we watched 3 episodes. Oh, it's just a steaming pile of crap. It's like horrible writing, horrible acting, like everything about it. Like they just like throw in like random freaking horror references and like stereotypes, and it's just, it's really bad, but it has some creepy imagery. But maybe something will happen. I'm hoping, where it's like, oh my God, this is terrifying now. But I just, man, it's bad, and I don't understand why so many people are in love with it.
You want to see a cool horror movie? Check out. I just watched it the other night, and I got to watch it with my son this coming weekend. The Heretics on Netflix. It is about a woman who survives a blood ritual where like these people sacrifice themselves over her.
Fun.
She wakes up the next morning, runs off. 5 years later, she gets kidnapped by this guy. Come to find out, he was part of this cult, but now he's trying to save her, and she starts transforming into something. I recommend this movie. Very, very cool. I believe it's called The Heretics on Netflix. Did we lose Katie? We lost Katie.
She's out.
She's out. She said, fuck this. You talking about heretics? I won't have it. I'm from Indiana.
Oh,
Fuck you guys.
yeah.
I'm going home.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what was going on.
Oh, no, she's back.
Oh,
But her device was not connected. Katie is back. We lost her.
Sorry about that.
What's that?
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay, dear. But yeah, that heretics, man. If you get a chance, sit down. It's worth the price of admission. I'm always on the search for a good horror movie.
Always.
Clown. Everybody. If you haven't seen Clown, rent it, download it, find it, watch it. Clown. Great movie. You don't like horror movies, Steve?
yeah.
Not a horror movie guy?
They're just okay.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Doesn't tickle your bunghole?
Well, they're supposed to be scary, and they rarely are.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I have a hard time with horror movies because it's very rare that they do scare me and that I'm interested. There's a new Blair Witch movie that had come out. And I actually, on that new old hard drive that I've found that I got the cord for, I found it on there. And that new Blair Witch movie is actually pretty fucking good. Because I hated the original Blair Witch. Blair Witch, when it came out, I was like, what the fuck is this? But this new one that they did where it's the girl from the first movie, it's her brother looking for her. They did a great job on it. It was a good movie. And The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Oh my God, what a great show.
Did you finish it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude.
Fuck.
I didn't like it.
Fucking amazing.
Katie, have you watched it, or is it something that you'll ever watch?
I haven't, but yeah, it sounds good.
Oh, I was gonna say.
What's it called?
The Haunting of Hill House. I was gonna tell you to plug your ears because we're gonna spoiler alert.
We're not spoiling nothing. Let her have it.
I didn't care for it myself.
You didn't watch it.
Yes, I did.
You watched The Haunting of Hill House?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real.
Have I ever lied to you, Chris?
Yeah. Yes, Steve. Yes, you have.
Probably. I'm sure I have.
Yeah, you have.
But no, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay, see, then you didn't watch it. You have to watch the whole thing. That's the thing.
I didn't care for it. So
Well, that's because you didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, no, I did not. You're right. And I'm not going to. So there.
Okay, fine. You'll never know.
I don't care.
Is that you, Steve?
No, it is not me.
Huh.
It was my wife.
See what he does?
No, that sound wasn't coming from my end, Chris. No, not at all.
No, you asked if it was me, and I said no.
Meaning, is it coming from your end?
No, it's coming from her phone.
So do you think telepathy
could be used to strangle him right now? I could only wish.
So, like, if we had telepathy,
Yeah.
device aided or not, so, like, how would that work?
Well, what it is eventually this Neuralink is going to be able to eventually read your fucking brain. It just is. The way this thing's going, this thing is an AI. He already stated that. So eventually, this thing, which is basically like, and the way I'm picturing it, the way they describe it, it reminds me of those things from Avatar.
I mean,
fine fibers, and they can link in with the.
But the brain processes a whole lot of information at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to isolate just like a thought, transmit that thought to somebody else, and then in turn have their brain just receive the thought and translate it from thought into like actual words or images or whatever that it can understand. and not take in like, oh, I need to speed up my heart. No, wait, that's your heart. Things like that the brain is constantly doing. Like, I just, the technology is beyond me, obviously. I just don't know how that would, and how would you keep everybody else from picking up the message that, if we're in a crowd of people.
That's where the AI comes in. Because the AI will be able to sift through all that in real time at a rate that we can't. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. I just think that there's like, if that were the case, which I understand and I agree, maybe we should set AI on some problems like curing cancer, for instance, instead of worrying about telepathic communication first.
Yeah. Have you seen that movie Upgrade?
No, not yet. I've actually, that was like I forgot about that movie.
Oh my God.
Because we had talked about it when the trailers were coming out and everything.
Yeah, and you need to watch that movie. You will thoroughly enjoy that movie. That is right up the alley of what we're talking about. This type of Neuralink interface. And the idea behind it was that it was helping this guy who was a paraplegic walk again. And have, function again. Crazy good, in my opinion.
And to go after his wife's killer.
Yep. Crazy good. Like, a lot of people would say, it's probably like a B movie. I thought it was great. It's one of those.
Well, some B movies are good.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Steve's just like, I don't know.
I watched a decent B movie last night called Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh God. The end of the Marvel, the MCU. This is the last.
Just jeez.
Kevin, how do you, is it Phage?
Fahey?
Here. All you should be hearing right now is him sitting on a fucking whoopee cushion, because that's the sound that the MCU is going to be making right now.
Yeah.
It is a bag. That whole Sony and Marvel deal, flip-flopping back and forth, and then, fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how was it? How was Mysterio and Spider-Man?
Stupid. Fucking stupid.
Oh, good.
The whole thing, stupid.
Oh, so good.
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah.
In this particular series.
I did too.
This one?
Yeah.
And now we got to see, I can't remember her name, the young actress playing Mary Jane. We got to see her really step into the role of Mary Jane and just trash it. Like, oh, wow, this girl is actually not good at being Mary Jane at all. Like, there's all that controversy because, she wasn't white and redheaded.
Right.
I looked past that, and no, she still sucks as, Mary Jane and just acting in general.
Well, she wasn't even the Mary Jane character. Mary Jane was like the girlfriend of the jocks.
Yeah, she's just MJ, the edgy, awkward, antisocial.
Fun of us, but she's kind of like on our level,
right?
Yeah, I didn't like that whole idea when they pulled that bullshit either. But yeah, no, I think it's the last dying gasp of the whole fucking thing. I saw their lineup on Disney Plus, and I wanted to gag.
Yeah,
I was like, really? If Anthony Mackie can really, and the other dude there can really be happy about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, really, which one of you gets it? Just let me know which one of you gets to eat that cracker after you both come on it. All right. That's all I want to know. That fucking circle jerk fest. And a fucking Black Widow prequel.
Yeah.
Please.
To a character that's irrelevant.
Yeah, thanks. That's fun. It was a good time. Now, DC, you got a shot.
You got an opening here.
You got a shot. So what they do? They hired fucking James Gunn and fucking J.J. Abrams.
Here's what's blowing my mind. Did you know that the HBO Watchmen series takes place in Tulsa?
No.
Yeah. We are the new center of the Watchmen universe.
Cool. You do know that it's in the future, right?
Yeah.
And that it's loosely it's based on all the information of the actual Watchmen comics, but just not necessarily in the same order or the way that they happened in the comics.
Right. They're kind of taking the elements of the Watchmen universe and story and then just creating their own thing.
Yeah. It looks interesting.
And it, of course it's not being filmed in Tulsa or anything
right.
Tulsa was just a random choice. Yeah.
Right.
This is fictional Tulsa.
Yeah. Which, you gotta have fictional Tulsa. Fictional Tulsa is good, right?
Sure. Better than real Tulsa.
It's just as good as real Tulsa.
I'm guessing better.
Fictional.
Well, they built
fictional Buxton at the end of Shawshank Redemption was way better than real Buxton.
Way better.
Fucking 100 times better than real Buxton. Let me tell you.
Well, they've already done real Tulsa. It was called The Outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
And that is real Tulsa and hasn't really changed that much.
Yeah.
But we got they built a big park thing here. And I guess it's kind of famous now. It's like one of the top tourist destinations in the United States now, but it's just a fucking park. And that's going on. So I think that maybe is how we got the attention of Hollywood or whatever.
Right.
And I'm curious as to see what they do with it, though.
It should be interesting. Watchmen is like one of my. It is probably it's my favorite comic and my favorite comic book movie. It's just such a great story.
All that stuff just kind of came.
People who say that comic books are never poignant or that they're never literature, fuck off.
No, they don't know what they're talking about. Road to Perdition was a fucking comic book.
Yeah. Yeah, people that think that they're just stupid. They don't understand comics, and they've never read really good comics either. Really well written comics.
Yeah, but the comic book stuff kind of came to mind with the topic that we're talking about and everything. Telepathy would be like a superpower, and it's just kind of funny that the reality is a lot of things that comics and science fiction have used as superpowers or whatever for heroes and villains and stuff. In reality, whenever that sort of thing happens, it's just the trendy norm thing now. It's going to be available for everyone. It's not just one person hoarding it.
You mean, wait a minute, you mean everybody got personal communicators?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're called fucking iPhones. They just keep getting fucking bigger and bigger, dude. It fucking barely fits in my pocket now. This crazy shit. But it's the way stuff works. This is the way things trend. Technology explodes. This stuff it's crazy. You can do these crazy things. And it's expensive at first. And then it gets cheap. Everybody gets it. Everyone's got one. And then the next new thing comes in. Steve's got how many fucking Nintendo 3DSs in your fucking goddamn room there?
Look how cheap he gets them for.
There was a time when nobody had those fucking things.
0. I sold them.
Yeah, of course you did.
They're gone.
Yep.
Down the road.
Good for you, Steve.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm proud of you.
Until next week when I find another one.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, buddy.
That you ain't getting.
You do good work.
He's actually going to find a box of them. For $10.
He would. He'd find a box of them for $10, a fucking brand new in the pack, all of them.
Okay.
Which he could make let's say they came 12 to a box. He could make money on all those 11. Still send me one and send me the shittiest color, and he still wouldn't do it.
And I still wouldn't do it.
That's the way he is.
But here's the deal, Chris. If you're now doing the same thing Steve's doing, you might find one.
Yep.
And then he can sell it. And not give me one.
He won't sell it.
Listen, no, see, here's the problem. This is the problem that I'm running into, Matt. Is that today, I found that the trilogy, the original, the Dark Tower trilogy, Gunslinger, Drawing of the Three, Wastelands, with full color illustrations. And the part of me that's selling stuff on eBay wants to immediately shove it onto eBay and sell it.
Right.
The part of me that loves that book series and loves Stephen King as an author and loves to read wants that on my fucking shelf.
Yeah, the part of you that recognized them for what they are.
Right.
The reason that you found them because you were the person that gave a shit about them.
Right. Yeah.
I shut that part of me off a long time ago.
Yeah. It's that part's hard because like I'll see book series and I'll be like, oh, I want that, or I want that.
Read them first and then sell them.
Steve, shut up.
I'm just telling you the way.
It's not about the reading. It's not about the reading of it.
It's sometimes the tangible object.
Sometimes it's about the artwork on the cover of the book.
But when you put it on a shelf, you're only seeing the.
Okay,
take it off the shelf and look at it.
Steve, all those pictures that you have hanging up in your background there on the wall.
Yeah.
By Fred Dunn, artist Fred Dunn extraordinaire.
Yes.
I have those all on my computer. I can send those to you, and then you can just sell those.
If Fred became famous and they became worth money, I just might. I'm just saying. Because I do have a digital copy of them.
Then why did you buy them to hang on your wall?
My wife did that.
Oh.
Aha. I would have never done that. That costs money.
Cold-hearted salesman, Steve.
That's right.
You might just make it.
Son of a
Why do you think I do well at what I do? Because I don't keep things. They go. They just go. If a Volkswagen toy came in right now and it was worth $10 and I paid $1 for it, it's going. Except the ones on this shelf right here. But
yeah, see.
But they're not worth anything.
I still have the thing in me that will get things that I want.
I don't like to just look at things. They can move. They can go.
Well, there's certain little things like, oh, Matt, you remember those Metal Earth models I was putting together?
Yeah.
I found Soundwave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. And the put together model looks amazing.
You know the guy that did the voice for Soundwave didn't use any electronic aids?
What?
That's his voice.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. He also did like Megatron. Just his voice.
Out.
Yeah, there's videos on YouTube of him doing the voices.
Oh, how stoked are you about Kevin Smith doing fucking He-Man?
Pretty stoked. Pretty stoked. Like a chance of an actual He-Man that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I'm always happy whenever some creator gets a project where you know that creator actually gets it and loves it.
And gives a shit.
Right.
Yeah, not just somebody who's getting the paycheck.
Right.
I.e., what was the Matthew Broderick Godzilla?
Those two things don't go together. Even I know that.
We all would like to forget that.
I enjoyed it at the time.
We all would like to forget the iguana.
I enjoyed it at the time because they made it a really big deal. Remember, they had like the Taco Bell cups and
they went crazy. Well, that was another
music video.
That was another one of those Roland Emmerich vehicles.
Yeah,
those fucking bag of shit movies. Anytime I ever hear his name on a movie, I'm just like, tapping out. Yeah, no. Fooled me once. Not gonna happen again. Not gonna die. But yeah, yep. Check out the Heretics, man. Take some time. Carve it out. It's an hour and 36, I think. Hour and 26, somewhere around there. Takes you down a dark road. Steve, you too.
No.
Why not?
That's not my style.
Yeah. I was thinking we should have a show meeting today on air.
Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I was thinking we should have a show meeting on
A
air.
show meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, well, I think we should talk about like what we want to do for our topics coming up. Yeah.
What does the chat think we should do for topics?
No.
Yeah,
Matt,
I didn't say we were going to do it.
Sex has probably got some good ideas.
I didn't say we would do it.
Oh dear God.
What does Dean Cooper want?
Hey Barry, if you're still in here, what do you think we should be doing? He's into all this mystical stuff too. Barry.
Oh, your friend that was that messaged at the beginning of the show or whatever.
Yes,
Santa
Barry.
Claus.
He
Look,
is.
KT.
the real
Katie,
Santa
don't
Claus.
you mute your mic, Katie. Get back on here.
Yeah, and no freezing up like you did when I tried to get you to tell your dog story.
I saw a dog.
There were dogs, and I was in my car, and yeah.
I know, I had that planned out way better.
From now on, if you're gonna tell a story, I want at least 3 beers in you.
That might make it worse. That might not be the right way to go.
Not for this show. Yeah, any ideas for topics?
I don't know. I like Scientology, but I don't think it's a good fit, and it's too big of a topic. So
What's Scientology?
Scientology is a great topic. We've done
that before. Yeah.
Yeah, just such a big topic.
No, it's not that big. I've got L. Ron Hubbard fiction books on the shelf. I can go read about Xenu or whatever fucking fictional character he was writing about in that Mission Earth series. Battlefield Earth. I think I got that one too. I find out all about it. I'll do some speed reading in a week. Find out all about fucking Xenu.
We do have a local cryptid here where I live, but it's super duper lame. So I don't think it would make a solid show topic.
Oh, what is it?
A camel toe.
No,
we have those are everywhere.
It's a giant turtle.
Ooh, giant turtle, like on Godzilla. Does it have rockets in its head?
Not quite that giant, more like the size of a car, but
a turtle
the size of a Volkswagen.
Car.
Yes, actually, specifically, that's what they refer to it as. Yes, a Volkswagen.
Did some divers working on the dam see it?
Not the dam, but a lake. Yes.
Yeah. Here it's a giant catfish. The same story exists in like probably about 30 different states.
Yes, definitely.
What about? Wait a minute. What about the Oklahoma octopus? Come on now.
We've already covered that. Thanks.
I love the Oklahoma.
Already been over that one. We're not doing chupacabra.
I think you should definitely have to be behind that. I think that should be a fucking prerequisite.
Well, it lives in Oklahoma. You have to support your local cryptid.
Yeah,
just like Katie has to support the big giant turtle.
Yeah, the big giant turtle. That is the rule, by the way, Katie, on this show.
Oh, I do support it.
Okay, good.
I'm about it.
She's all in.
The beast of Moscow.
I have to support whatever cryptid exists in Maine. We got dogs. And Nessie. Wessie, not Nessie. Wessie. I got Wessie. They keep finding them those snake skins everywhere.
Yeah. You got to support it.
Really suck.
We have a couple. We have the frog.
Wait. Here we go. Jeez, Chris, those books really suck. Let's do a show about Eckankar and Paul Twitchell. He was a friend of Hubbard's and wanted his own cult.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck Dean Cooper. Thank you. Dean, I have the books nostalgically. This is the only reason that I have them. And probably they'll eventually get sold if I find the right price on them. But probably not.
What about communicating with the dead?
What?
Communicating with the dead.
Are we back on the Neuralink?
No, for a show topic.
Oh,
Kind of branching
I got
off the
lots of
Neuralink thing.
talking with the dead.
Like the different ways in history that people have tried to communicate with the dead. Like phantasmagorias, Ouija boards, scrying.
It's not as good as a giant turtle, but I guess.
I'm just throwing out an idea.
Steve, don't be an ass. I'm
At least I
getting
put something on the table.
I'm getting out my fucking pad and paper. You know, we're gonna go with Katie's
Turtle.
giant turtle. Unless you're
You
Phil
should just,
Bowling,
you
he'll
know,
give it some other
make
connotation.
a note, Katie, that we did tackle the Loveland Frogman and completely debunked it in one episode.
That's right.
So
that's true.
this could be the death of your local legend if we
That's
actually
right.
talk about it.
It might be.
And we have a Phil, so Phil he ruins fun everywhere.
Yeah.
You should not allow Phil to comment on that one.
Yeah.
We did confirm the existence of the furry trout thing.
Yes. And Matt brought up talking to the dead.
I guess.
No, it's a good idea. I'm not poo-pooing on your fucking idea. I'm like I'm writing this shit down. We're brainstorming here. We're giving the people like what we would be doing after the show. Right?
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
That's all we're doing.
I'm not poo-pooing on your idea. Steve, you got any ideas?
No.
Yeah, of course not. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
You're putting me on the spot.
That's not the spot. You've been sitting here for how long? Knowing that we're talking about this?
We're talking about telepathy, and then you
No,
go,
no, no,
what
no,
are we going
no,
to do
no,
for the
no,
next
that
show?
was
And
the
I
show.
have to come up with an idea, and my brain doesn't work very fast. The Davidoff Pass. I like that one. Have we done that one before?
I don't even know what that is.
The
Me neither.
Davidoff. Wait.
Davlov.
Did you just fucking read that?
Yes.
The Davidoff Pass?
I don't know what that is.
Fucking backwards asshole. Who are you trying to be with your Detroit fucking...
I'm a huge Magnum PI fan. I had to wear it.
Yeah, go fucking crash into a fucking island with TC.
Do I get a Ferrari?
No.
No.
Davidoff Pass.
Is it
Dyatlov
Dyatlov.
Pass.
That's what I meant.
We've done the Dyatlov Pass.
Yeah,
like
we've done
a ton
that
of
one.
times.
I'd strike that idea. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I came up with it.
You should be sorry. I wish you'd be sorry more fucking often. It's bad. Bad, Steve.
We've covered so many topics over the years.
Fucking Russian Yeti, The Killer Lives. Matt and I had to do that one without you.
Yes, I know. Maybe that's why I came up with it, because I don't remember it because I wasn't there.
We've done it 3 times since then. Steve, you really need to get on the ball, buddy.
I am never on the ball.
You need to get on the ball. Lizard people? Did we ever do lizard people?
Lizard people, yeah, right there. I was looking back at the photo and trying to get an idea, but we have the lizard people. We've done alien abductions.
Dickhead, I'm asking you, have we ever done lizard people? Should we do lizard people?
I don't recall. Are there really
lizard people? Like are we just talking about like
V? Like that?
Yeah.
Are we talking alien? Are we talking like George Bush is like a reptilian, or
reptilians, lizard people?
Like all of it?
I think we did do a show on it once with Richard, kind of, but not really. I know that Louis C.K. at one point in time asked Donald Rumsfeld on Opie and Anthony if he was a lizard person.
Well, what was his response?
The response was funny. I can't remember what his actual response was. But
do you think he wishes he could go back in time and offer a question in return?
He ever jerked off in front of anybody?
Oh shit!
Whoa!
We're okay. We're all okay here. Everything's fine.
Whoa.
How are you? Might need a new keyboard, but other than that, we're good.
Oh no.
My keyboard, Matt, is solidly sitting on my desk. There's no possible way for it to fall. How is that even a thing?
Well, thanks for that astute observation, Steve. Unfortunately, that was the sound of my cup dumping over onto my keyboard.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Ooh, you drink water though, right?
Yeah.
Rice that shit up, man.
Yeah, but
I only get like a few keys that I don't really use.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You'll be all right.
Just dump it out in my lap here.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
There we go.
Yeah. Be all right. Throw some rice on it.
Yeah.
Right. Life
Put it in the freezer.
Talking to the dead, Katie's giant turtle. It almost sounds like some type of weird sex toy. Katie's giant turtle.
She said giant, not vibrating.
What is this thing? What is this amphibious creature that sounds like it goes in the bathtub?
Have you guys done MK Ultra?
Yep.
Yeah.
Years ago. We did it a long time ago, though. Although we kind of touched on that tonight, though. Matt kind of did with the Manchurian Candidate stuff with the whole Neuralink.
It's kind of the same thing if you think about it. It could be the same thing.
Yeah, so we kind of could revisit it. Could. It's a possibility.
Conspiracy theorists and their conspiracies. That was suggested by Bad Gaming 69.
And their conspiracy.
Like a professional conspiracy theorist? Is that something that you have a degree in? Like, is that like graduate school stuff?
Yeah.
I majored in conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
With
a minor in cryptozoology.
There's like millions. Like anybody that has an idea of a conspiracy is a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, there's all kinds of them out there. They're
We're
everywhere.
conspiring right now.
That's right.
Inspiring bastards.
Off pass. No. I like talking to the dead's good. We've never we don't go like spirit boxes or anything like that. That one could be good. I was trying to think of some other stuff we should do. I will touch base on another topic that we have in the can. I'm trying to think of something else that we could tackle, just so we could have like a few things ready to go for the next couple of weeks. I know Matt prefers to know what we're talking about.
I hate knowing. Yeah.
I don't even like to tell you.
No, you don't tell me.
That's why. Because you will fuck it up. If you know anything about it, you will act in such a way that is not natural.
See, didn't I just send you something recently?
What thing?
Something to look into for a future show.
Oh, the underwater base?
Was that it?
Are you talking about the underwater base thing?
I don't know.
That's the only thing you've sent me recently. Was the underwater base thing.
Underwater base. What's the underwater base?
Where it disappeared?
Oh, that, yeah.
That helps. Where it disappeared.
Yeah, Chris. What the fuck?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was before that. Whenever I say recently, it wasn't anywhere recent.
Oh, all right. Well, that recent then.
No, there was like a period of time where like I sent you
got one
stuff, but then there was like a gap, and then I sent you something again.
Have we ever done the government?
Remember.
The government or something control? Yeah, we've done that. Never mind.
Have we ever done like
controlling the weather? We've done that. We
Not
did that
really.
once. A long time ago we did.
We did. Yeah, I think we did a long time ago.
Weather control.
Yeah.
Seed in the clouds.
Yeah.
Have we ever done the inner Earth thing?
I think we've touched on it, but not really.
I don't really know that much about it.
The people who believe there's an Earth inside of Earth.
Right. Land of the Lost and all that sort of thing.
Like an underground society.
Yeah.
Land of the Lost.
Ooh, I like that.
I think we go Chaka.
Chaka.
Yeah, we gotta go Chaka. That's a good possibility too. Human sacrifice and what it could mean for the Fortean Slip chat room.
Oh.
It's a thought.
I think most of them should be sacrificed.
Well, you know.
Not for religious purposes or anything.
Hell yeah. One of the ones that look like Jesus, not Jesus, God or Santa Claus. We sacrifice those people.
Wait, Santa? No. Santa is my friend.
What? What is it in his brain?
I don't know. He is referencing his friend that was in the chat earlier.
Steve, we have been friends now for over 6 years.
Yeah.
We've been doing the show for over 6 years. I love you pieces as a human being. But you fucking baffle me.
That's my job, Chris. That's what you hired me to do.
You fucking baffle me.
I'm still waiting for my paycheck.
Wait a minute. People think that's a work. It's not.
I found it.
What?
The Hopkinsville encounter, the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter with the crazy looking alien thing, the goblin looking thing.
Oh yeah, that one. And I do know what you're talking about. It had looked kind of like it was wearing a dress.
No, that was one that we already talked about.
The garlic head looking thing.
No, completely different.
I tried.
And how Game of Thrones fans should have just read the fucking books. Oh, wait.
Hopkinsville took place in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Is that the one where they shot the damn thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. But
it could have been.
Talking to the Dead, Katie's Giant Turtle,
Mm.
Land of the Lost, Chaka, and Kelly Hopkinsville.
How come none of my ideas are on there?
What
I came up with one. I forgot already. I forgot.
What was your idea, Magnum?
I don't remember.
Come on, Magnum. Let's go.
Oh, the weather thing. You didn't even write it down.
Why would it get written down?
Why would I write down
about
weather manipulation?
2, it's already a known scientific thing. They like show him doing it on television. Like it's not like a conspiracy or anything. They don't create like tornadoes and destroy
That's the
people.
The conspiracy is that they do that stuff. Create these hurricanes and tornadoes and things.
Yeah.
All right, don't write it down then. I tried. I came up with a genuine idea. And see, that's why I don't come up with ideas right there.
Steve Alcorn. Holocaust denial.
I didn't come up with that.
All right, I got it written down for you, Steve.
I didn't come up with that idea.
Come up with something good. You as you spat out weather control, you're like, yeah, we've already done it, but fucking weather control. So yeah. Steve, why don't you go back? All right, I got an idea for you, Steve. How about this? You go back to being an investigative reporter. You get all this time. You get all this time on your hands, and don't tell me that all this eBay and Amazon selling has you fucking running straight out all day. Every day. I talk to you sitting around at the house doing your shit. Do a little bit of investigative reporting, Steve, and maybe you get to the bottom of this whole vaping crisis.
It's a hoax. Some kids had some contaminated vape juice. That's it. It's a couple of them.
450 cases nationwide.
I want you to
are
currently being investigated.
I want you to get to the
vaping went through no long-term health studies to see what would happen.
It hasn't.
Now something may or may not be happening. We don't know, but you instantly go to hoax
because you're vaping.
No, I know it's probably. It can't.
Dude, I went back to smoking. Yeah. I went back to smoking. I couldn't hack it.
How can anybody ever say that inhaling something into your lungs other than clean air is good for you?
Yeah, no sure.
Ooh, I like that one. Faith healers. We've done faith healers, though, haven't we?
I've touched on it a few times. Yeah.
What about, since Steve is an eBay expert and something that I am experienced in, haunted eBay items? Well, the realm of the metaphysical that can be purchased on eBay.
Haunted eBay.
You write haunted eBay items down?
Hey, wait a minute. And you know what, Matt?
Really?
No, you could investigate it, Steve.
October is coming right up.
Oh, it is.
We could work haunted eBay into our haunted October.
I'm
not that we had a haunted
We
October.
could do a Fortean Slip experiment. We could sell a haunted item on eBay and see how much we can sell it for.
Yes, we can do that on Matt or Chris's account and give it a shot. Sure.
Yeah. On a fake account, we could sell my haunted dragon egg.
It's not haunted. It has to be old.
It has to be like something from Steve's collection.
Oh,
I got the item right here. Here it is.
Steve, what do you got, man?
Ready?
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
It's a haunted cow creamer. No?
No.
All right.
Okay, maybe it should be something from my collection.
Maybe it should.
Hold on, it's got to look haunted, right?
Wait. What about the Buddy Christ?
Right here.
No.
Here I got it.
It
Ready?
can't be anything gimmicky. No. That's an incense holder that Chris would have.
Dude, you fucking sold something that you bought out of a fucking 25-cent machine in the front of the store.
Yeah.
I don't have anything haunted. How about...
but it also had a really good story.
Oh.
Don't have anything haunted. Sorry, guys.
Oh, in that case, Matt.
Oh, I have a doll. We could try with a doll.
Listen.
Is it like an old creepy doll?
Hold on.
Blow up doll.
I'll go get her.
Her as an inflatable sheep.
Oh, that would be.
I bought a case full of pool toys, but they're all sheep.
Oh, this is weird.
That would work.
Yeah.
But it would have to come out of the box, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'd have to take it out of the box, Dave.
Is she haunted? Is she creepy enough?
It would work, but you can't sell it in the box.
No, she'll come out of the box. She's used.
Yeah.
But you won't let Chris have a 3DS that you're going to make profit off of, but you'll take that out of the box and let us sell it as a haunted item?
Yes, because she's not worth a whole lot.
Oh.
As she is. She's broken.
See how he is? Do you see how he is, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
See how this goes? This is friendship to Steve.
No, let's get her out of there. I'll show you. She looks even creepier in person. Ooh, see? That's haunting sound.
Haunting is loud.
That works, dude.
Yeah, that could be.
Whoa, see what she did? She does have a pull string that doesn't
work.
Whoa,
that's
dude.
Not that kind of show.
Holy shit, dude.
If we could program her to say certain things, it would be better.
Is her voice box like slow?
It doesn't work.
Steve, I talked about taboo stuff like pedophilia on the show with Holly last week, but we're not going to stimulate it with that fucking doll you asked.
How much longer is this show?
We're done.
Oh, because I got to pee.
Okay. All right. You want me to end? You want me to end it for you?
No, you can if you want. Where's my news stories?
You ain't getting any news this week. You don't deserve news.
Good. I mean,
you don't deserve news.
We did the live show meeting in replace of the news.
Yeah. Matt, I found this because that hard drive that I got the cord for.
Yes,
I found the.
It's the Bob and Dave Show.
So I'm gonna take us out this week. This has been my new thing. This is how I introduce, I talk in and talk out the show on Wednesdays with Holly. Slip into the night. So I thought I'd bring it to this show this week. Steve, you can go pee. You can go. We're done with you. You just go. Yeah, there you go. You're good. You're okay. And I just thought I'd share it with everybody. So it's not like it's not my normal upbeat, in your face, Fortean Slip. It's a little different. It's much like an easy night. I just finished up another show, Fortean Slip, episode 98. Telepathy and the Neuralink. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Check out the Sweetwater legend Steve Alcorn in his bathroom right now, tugging on his hog. Check out Matt Knapp at Bigfoot Crossroads and Cryptid Tales on YouTube. Check us out at anchor.fm/the Fortean Slip. Check out Big Fun with Keith and Colin with Richard Allen on Facebook. Get me too'd over at youtube.com/breakdown.
Sorry. Ruined it.
And as always, check out our good friend Dred Funn. Dred Funn at dredfun.com and youtube.com/Dred Funn. We'll be back next week with one of the many topics that we spoke about tonight. Until then, see ya.
Katie's off the show.
What?